so much, my excellent friends. This is oh my God, crap. Do you see, my good friends? The deal here is that okay, I put it up like that. Okay. So, my good friends, what would this be? This blue one here. Yeah, you're correct. Okay. Now, what's the name? I don't know what got into my mouth. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Okay, what was this? The blue one would be the big fat blue one in the middle. It is still the what? The blue is the big fat. Yeah, inferior vena cava. Thank you so much, my good friend Leslie. Do you see what I got? You see, I hooked you up over there. It's on the board. Oh, yeah. Okay, what about this big red one? I know it doesn't pay as red as it should, but... Okay, we're styling abdominal aorta, and you've got to say abdominal aorta, okay, my good friends? Now, this abdominal aorta is going to split into this one, which is the... It's on the board, yes. The red one? The red one, the abdominal aorta, splits into what? It's written in green. Yeah, external iliac artery. Isn't that cool, my good friends? Yeah, it's cool. Okay, and the blue one splits into this. The inferior vena cava splits into this one, which is the common iliac vein. Do you see the difference between the artery, the aorta, the abdominal aorta, and the inferior vena cava? The inferior vena cava comes down and splits into the common iliac veins. But the abdominal aorta comes down and splits into the external iliac artery. Isn't that cool? Well, in the cat at least. In the human, it's both common iliac vein and common iliac artery. You understand? But this is a cat, okay? It's not the human. I just want you to know the difference. Okay, so we are all on the same page. And this one that comes inside, what is this? This red one here. You see the one that looks like a band sign? Well, sort of. What is this? Bing, bumping, bumping, bumping. If the one that is on the outside from the abdominal aorta is the external iliac artery, what is the one that's on the inside? Internal iliac artery. Yeah, it's so easy, it's not even funny. Okay, so internal iliac artery. Then it splits into the one going to the right side and the one going to the left side, and then it may continue on as you see, as the caudal artery, but we don't see it here, but not to worry. But at least you could see here, do you see the split with the veins? You see, where you have the common iliac vein here and the common iliac vein on this side. So, what is this first branch on the common iliac vein, my good friends, right here? I hope you can see it in the movie. Yeah, internal iliac vein. Now, do you see this big fat blue one that is the external, the common iliac vein? Once you see this branch to the internal iliac vein, then I put an arrow going to the same blue one after that internal iliac vein branch, English. So what would this be? After this branch to the internal iliac vein, what does this common iliac vein become? It's on the board. After the branch to the internal iliac vein, it becomes the no. Okay, let's back up again. So do you see it? It's written there in orange. If you have the common iliac vein, it splits into the internal iliac vein, which is this one. External iliac vein. Do you see, my good friends? Yeah. Now that external iliac vein joins this external iliac artery, correct? Because this one has always been the external iliac artery, right from the abdominal aorta, correct? Now after that, they split together now. This is where you're going to be saying artery and vein, correct? You understand? So you only be saying artery and vein when you're in the caudal blood vessels. After that, split to the internal iliac vein. Do you understand? because everything else is going to be singular. It's going to either be blue or red or yellow, and it's only going to be either vein or artery. But after that, it's going to split together now, like here, that goes deep into the thigh muscles. The first split where you have the external iliac vein and the external iliac artery, they split together into these ones. I know the red is not shining so good, but this one here is what? Where they're splitting together now. Deep femoral artery and vein. You see what I'm saying? And in the exam, it'll be very clear. You see the red and the blue. Here, you just can't see the red because the red wasn't well infused. But you do see the blue here. You see this here? Once you see that deep femoral artery and vein, you've got to say all that. All those four words got to be on there. The end, you could spell it out if you want, or you could put the end sign if you want. The ampersand. But artery and vein got to be in there, okay? So to show that they're together. And usually I'll point to the middle. If they're not too far apart and not fat enough to point to both of them, I will point to the arrow will be in the middle. And if you're not sure, I'll tell you whether it's just pointing to the blue. Most of the time it's obvious it's only pointing to the blue or to the red. But when I do that, you'll see the arrow will be right in the middle of the blue and the red, okay? And I'll tell you, even in the exam, I'll remind you which ones are both. Because all I want you to be able to do is identify the name of it. I'm not going to want to trick you or anything like that. You see what I'm saying? So after they're splitting together now throughout. Okay, so this will be the deep femoral artery and vein. Then it continues here is the big fat red one and the big blue one here going to the thigh. What would that be? Yeah, femoral artery and vein. Yeah, or femoral vein and artery. And the vein is V-E-I-N, okay? Don't put V-I-E-N because somebody did that and they and I was like, oh my God. Okay, so this is the femoral artery and vein, okay? And then here they split together now. You see there's a little bit of red and a little bit of blue. That's the only one that's not on the list, and I'm going to add it next time because, I can't ignore it each time I see it there and I didn't put it on the list. But I'm going to put it on the list. So that's the one that's called the proximal caudofemoral artery and vein. Okay, my good friends? I'm going to put it on the list the next time around. But anyway, I always show people that I don't ignore it because it's too hard to ignore, okay? So this is, my deal was cut. I wish I had like some, but anyway, it still continues though as the femoral artery and vein. Then it will split now, the final split to the one that goes to the knee. You see how it's the blue and red right here? My good friends, are you seeing that? That will be do you see it, my good friends? Is it just me? This one blue and red. I know the red is very thin, but this one that goes to the knee that pops would be the popliteal artery and vein, correct? And then this one that goes to the medial of the thigh is going to be, it's the S word, saphenous artery and vein. And that's the end of it, my good friends. Do you want to switch over? My good lady.